What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Horror Nights Unscripted, a podcast dedicated to all things Halloween Horror Nights related in an unscripted and unique way. My name is Scott from SoCalExploring.
And I am Adrian from LoshTV.
And we are Horror Nights Unscripted. So, what is episode 13?
13.
Creepy. Very creepy.
This is the spooky episode.
It is the spooky episode in a non-spooky time. It's a spooky speculation time, I guess you could say. But we didn't really have a lot planned for this episode at all. We just want to kind of give an update to you guys of everything that's going on haunt related. So we're going to talk about some other stuff as well that's not related to Horror Nights. Obviously, our main focus is going to be Horror Nights. You know, Losh? You know, we got to keep the Horror Nights fan.
Got to keep repping Horror Nights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we're going to talk about other stuff going on, and like what the future of our haunt season is going to look like this year. Even if we do have a haunt season, give an update on speculations and just a general haunt update. So for all you haunt season lovers, this one is for you guys. And if you didn't like haunt, then why would you be watching this Horror Nights Unscripted? Maybe they're trying to get into haunt, you know?
Exactly. Welcome to the haunt community. If this is your first time listening to a haunt-related podcast, do us a favor and go check out our first 12 episodes.
Exactly, because there are some good episodes. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever, come check out the video version on YouTube if you guys are more like podcasts more with actually seeing stuff rather than just listening to it. But if you are listening on Apple Podcasts / Spotify or anything like that, make sure you click that follow button so you never miss out when we upload a new podcast. Losh, give us all the rundowns of our socials and such.
I was about to tell them, if they want to see our beautiful faces, they can go to our social media. They can go to your Instagram or Twitter, which, if I'm not mistaken, is SoCalExploring Media across the board.
Yes. And I know someone pointed it out that you keep saying SoCalExploring Media for Twitter. It is SoCalExploring, but, I mean, it should pop up either way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just easier to say it like
that. And then for me on Instagram, you can go to LoshTV, and on Twitter, it is King Losh.
And as always, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. If you're watching on Losh's channel, subscribe to SoCalExploring. If you're watching on my channel, then subscribe to LoshTV. All down in the description.
Speaking of Scott's channel, right? My bad. I'm so sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Congrats on 5K.
Oh yeah, I knew I had to bring something up, but I forgot what it was. Yes, thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. I mentioned it before real quickly, but a lot of the fan base that's newer is because of Horror Nights Unscripted. And thank you all to Losh's fans that were Losh's fans before that and didn't know who I was, who have come over to this channel. And just thank you to the Orlando fan base that has decided to subscribe to me and give me a chance in the Orlando community. So that's been all fun. Thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers. And we need to get Losh to 1,000 subscribers because he's only 150 away.
Right.
So, yeah, big things coming on that channel. Trust me. We've been in lots of talks, and I'm not going to give anything away, but me and Losh have been talking a lot about certain content coming to his channel. So you guys need to watch out for it and subscribe to Losh's channel. But I think Horror Nights Unscripted is doing good. You know, I think that we are doing a really good job right now.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm happy with it. If I speak for me and Losh Bulls, we are happy that we have the audience that we do. You guys are the best, truly.
You guys are amazing. I love you guys.
And it's crazy. We're just looking at like the merch sales and stuff, and people are already purchasing Horror Nights Unscripted stuff. And the support that you guys are showing for that is unbelievable. Losh has now switched to TeePublic as well because he realized that it was actually a very good site. So I'll have an updated link down below of both my TeePublic site and Losh's TeePublic site. We have some very good stuff on there, and stickers honestly are the best value in my personal opinion. Like, you guys can buy whatever you want on there, but if you want to just represent us or either of our channels in any way, $2 stickers are the way to go. They come out really nice and they ship fast, and I really like the quality of them. So but yeah, let's get into the haunt news, shall we? Let's first start off with Halloween Horror Nights 30, and we're gonna bounce around everywhere. We'll talk about Horror Nights down the way in the podcast as well, but first we'll kick off with it. So Losh, I want your thoughts on these cryptic messages that Hornets Orlando is sending out on social media?
I think it's just the fact that they laid a bunch of people off. But I could be wrong. They could be using it for some kind of like highlight package or some kind of teaser video before the big first announcement, or maybe they'll put it in the commercial they were filming not so long ago. If that was a Hornets commercial,
Mm-hmm.
who knows? But
So if you guys aren't familiar with what we're talking about, there's a rumor going around right now is they've been, well, it's not a rumor, it's actually happening, but it's been a rumor that people are talking about it's going to be a part of the announcement. It's them responding to people saying, hey, we want an announcement, we want a house announcement, or we want something like that. And they respond something like, oh, 18 plus. Are you pulling it up, Losh, right now?
yeah,
Okay, so Losh will read it exactly when he pulls it up.
it says, "What an intriguing hashtag HHN30 tweet. Can we share it? Question mark. If 18 plus and agree to." There's a link there to, so like I'm guessing the terms and conditions. And then says reply hashtag yes universe.
Wait, click on that link, see what it says, because I haven't clicked on it yet.
All right.
Let's see what it says on there.
Oh my gosh. It's a user generated content license agreement.
Oh, okay. So it's just basically saying they have the right to share it and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you say yes, they can share it.
Okay. So interesting stuff right there. It could mean something. It very well could mean something that they could be putting it in a compilation of like a commercial or something. But like Losh said, he thinks that it has to do with the recent Universal layoffs, which are hard to go out to anyone who's affected by that. But Universal laid off a lot of people right now, and we don't know if part of that was the social media team for Hornets Orlando. This could just be, and Edutainment pointed this out. Our good friend Eddie, he pointed out first that it could be an automated reply, and this could have been what it was. You never know. But as far as I saw, there was only like, they didn't respond to enough people to bring a compilation. I only saw like 5 people that they replied to, maybe.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that many people. And it's the weird thing to me was they were replying to people that said stuff back in like April though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So maybe they're like getting caught up on stuff. Let me search up Hornets Orlando right now, and we'll see how many people it actually replied to.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. You said 4? Yeah, 4. Only 4. So why would they only reply to 4 people if they're gonna do a big compilation or like make it? It doesn't add up. I don't think that it's gonna be a part of an announcement thing or anything like that.
No, I highly doubt it.
Why would they do 4? Like, they just make no sense.
Yeah, nah.
Now that we're
just poke the bear until it says something.
yeah, exactly. I guess that's what everyone's trying to, and everyone right now is trying to be like, let's all tell Hornets to announce something, and maybe they'll do it. No, Hornets won't announce something until they're ready.
The day everyone gives up on asking for an announcement is when they'll give us an announcement.
Here's the thing, right? And so I don't think that we're getting closer and closer to the time, or to the rumor of them just announcing everything at once, which, like I've said before, I don't really want that to happen. I want them to still just announce everything once at a time.
Give us Hell Week.
Yeah, give us Hell Week, man. I mean, there'd be 10 houses at Orlando at least, so it really wouldn't work out just be a week-long thing. But if we're only going to have 6 mazes in Hollywood, then I guess it'd work.
Well, I mean, the way they usually do things here in Orlando is they'll announce the IPs individually, and then they announce the originals together.
That's true, because the IPs are just on a contract to be announced at the same time as Hollywood.
Exactly. So they can technically do a Hell Week type of thing for announcements.
That'd be cool. If it was just for the originals, I'd be all for that.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that now that we're on the Orlando Twitter, Drew pointed out in the Orlando community is the Marathon of Mayhem testing. You want to touch up a little bit on that?
So it looked like it was the original, like just the original show, not like a brand new show or anything. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard the Killer Clown song and stuff like that. So.
And it's interesting because are they testing this for there to potentially be a Marathon of Mayhem this year? I don't know. Are they just testing it just to make sure that all the technology works? I don't know. Here's what I think, because I saw a couple of people's rumors saying like, oh, this is definitely for HHN, and then I saw other people saying no, they're just testing the technology for it, to make sure that the water works. But if they were just testing the technology for it, then don't you think they'd be testing it for a reason? And that reason
Yeah.
being they want to bring it back to Halloween Horror Nights this year?
Mm-hmm. That
Just
makes the most
saying.
sense. Because they could probably make a show that syncs exactly with the same water effects this year that did last year. It won't have to
And
be technically the same show, but it'll be something different.
that Drew dude is lucky because if they do test something over there, he'll be able to see it.
He'll be the first one to see it.
Yeah, I mean, and most likely, in my opinion, I think it'll be Billy with a mix of Beetlejuice and
Or maybe it's just all the IPs with a Beetlejuice tie-in. I mean, not Beetlejuice, Billie Eilish music tying it all in.
it's just all yeah. It's like the Marathon of Mayhem, but it just with Billie Eilish music and then
It's
clip.
just one big Billie Eilish music video with
They better
all.
feature Beetlejuice in it if they're gonna do it.
Yeah, just start it with Beetlejuice. And
I
I gotta
mean,
say something. Every time I say Beetlejuice, I always mess up and I say Sand Serpent.
oh, you say
Uh,
Sand Servant?
yeah, every single time I talk about Beetlejuice, I say Sand Serpent. It's a sandworm.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's not a snake either.
not a snake either. Oh shit. Yeah,
It's a
we're
worm.
good.
As Lost just drops his mic down.
Yeah.
What's some other new stuff going on for Horror Nights right now?
War Nights.
Let's take a break from Horror Nights real quick and let's talk about some SoCal stuff. So obviously, as you guys know, construction is going on, and I've made a quick update video about this. I want to get your thoughts, Losh. Do you think that Revenge of the Mummy queue is TCM?
I mean, it literally looks just like the original facade. Was it? I don't know if it was HHN updates or if it was Justin that put it up first.
It was Justin, and then I mentioned it to HHN updates.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it looks just like the facade for the original TCM.
And if you guys are confused what we're talking about, 2012 TCM's facade in Hollywood was the Sawyer House, and it was a very small facade. And now, if you look at the recent construction update provided by Santa Clarita Drone, it's looking like the Revenge of the Mummy Maze location has that same shape to it and the same height. So, odds are looking that TCM's going to be in the Mummy location,
So
which leads us to question, what do you think is going to be in the Waterworld location?
I have no idea. Maybe this is a good thing for you. Maybe Invisible Man just got thrown away.
I mean, that'd be nice.
But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think you brought up in the group chat the spirits and demons thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so HHN updates had brought to my attention that this could be an import/export facility, and that's why it's got that kind of rugged look to it for the spirits and demons, where they receive these ancient artifacts, and all hell breaks loose in the scare zone, obviously, the past year, but they want to tell more of a backstory to it. Although I think that's a good idea, Justin pointed out to me that there's a garage door located on the facade. So now this is looking more like a house. What the hell is it gonna be? I don't know. And it's I don't know. A lot of people are saying, what if it's Billie Eilish's house? No, why would they make her house
Yeah,
like
just make her actual house.
yeah, like why would they do that?
Man.
Some people are saying it's the detectives or the cops' house from the Invisible Man, which I don't remember how that house looks, but I'm pretty sure it didn't look like that.
I don't think they look similar at all.
Others are saying obviously spirits and demons. I've seen rumors of other properties, but I just can't think of them in my head. Or, maybe we could all be wrong, and that could be TCM, and just down in the Mummy, it coincidentally could look identical to the Sawyer House, but it's not actually TCM. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But speaking of other SoCal news, Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, rest in peace, as well as Queen Mary's Dark Horizons.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, man.
That's so sad.
What was
that was my first media event.
What was Dark Horizons like?
It was fun. I mean, it felt a little unorganized, but what do you expect for like the first year of a new event?
It had potential.
It had a lot of potential. It had a lot of untapped potential in there. I felt like it could have grown to be a way better event.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we won't be able to see it this year, but maybe another year of planning could allow it to come back again. Hopefully,
It's
with
not officially canceled though. It's not just a rumor.
no, yeah. I'm saying no next year.
Oh no, no, I know. I'm just telling I'm telling all the audience. Like
Oh, okay.
this isn't a rumor
It,
that we're talking
yeah,
about.
no, it's not a rumor. It's canceled, canceled. But hopefully, the following year, 2021, it can come back to
I
give
hope
us
so
a nice.
too. Because I
It was a
wanted to
fun event.
experience it.
It was a really fun event.
And a lot of people did say how bad it was and everything, but like I say with every theme park attraction or haunt related thing is you have to take into account of the resources that these places have and what exactly the circumstances are. For example, this was the first year, and though Dark Harbor is a very, very successful here in Long Beach, California, they can't just pick up the event and make it a whole new event over in Orlando and expect it to be 100% successful. It's just not possible. It's like bringing in a famous person to your brand, whatever you're promoting, and expecting that brand to just blow up because you bring that famous person in. It doesn't work like that. It takes building. And I'm sure
Yeah.
Queen Mary knew that, and the whole entertainment company knew that. But it's sad to see it go because I really wanted to experience it this year. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
And the bars over there were better than I think Queen Mary's.
I don't think we only had one bar.
I thought you had like three.
No, we had one bar, like a secret bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one secret bar, and it was in
Oh,
the ship.
maybe I'm wrong then.
It was in Ghost Ship. Yeah,
Well,
no,
the ghost ship one looked really cool.
it was super tight and congested.
Yeah, that's how all Queen Mary. Dude, Queen Marys are just ridiculously tight. They're cool, but they're so tight.
It felt so small. I got in there and I was like, yeah, this does not feel safe.
Oh my God, I just realized how would Queen Mary even operate if they were to operate
Yeah,
with secret
with COVID.
bars?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Like,
maybe they put that into consideration when they were making this decision.
here's the thing though, right? And I've been kind of optimistic about this, and I know we've talked about it in the group chat, and some of us disagree on it. Is Was Queen Mary canceled strictly due to COVID, or was it canceled because of their bankruptcy?
I don't want to. I don't want to think it's just COVID. It could
Mm-hmm.
be the bankruptcy.
If you guys aren't familiar with what we're talking about, I highly suggest if you want to get more details on the whole company just going completely bankrupt, check out our buddy the Hotlines video. I'll link it down in the description. But basically, the third-party company that was operating the events and the Queen Mary ship and Dark Horizons, and coincidentally, who owned the hotel, isn't it like the Cartoon Network hotel or
Is
something?
it?
Or it's some hotel owned by it. That's where the Dark Horizons was at, in the parking lot of that
Oh
hotel.
no, it was in the old Nickelodeon hotel.
Okay, yeah, so now it's gonna be Cartoon Network or whatever, but that's where the old Nickelodeon like Suites hotel.
Yeah.
Um, that is where it was located, and that hotel was owned by the same company that operates Queen Mary's events. So they basically lost the money, and they owed so much money to Long Beach, and so that company pulled out. If I'm pretty sure, and then obviously Queen Mary was just left with nobody really. They owed the city of Long Beach, California, all this money, and they still do, and just the Queen Mary company, they have no money to fund Dark Horizons.
Yeah.
So,
Nah.
this was a big rumor because also the website showed a 404 not found on the Queen Mary's official website.
Mhm.
It was non-existent. And credit to the guy who owns West Coaster Net, Jim Disney, I believe. He did say that it was going to get canceled like 2 months ago, and nobody believed him. So there's that. Sorry to get depressing with you guys. It's
But you want to take a positive turn
no,
away
go
from?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about LA Haunted Hayride.
Oh yeah, here we'll get off Queen Mary. Rest in peace to
Yeah.
Queen Mary. Our hearts go out to whoever is affected by it. But let's get into a positive note. Um, LA Haunted Hayride. So yesterday, after the depressing news on Monday, I believe it was, the day right after yesterday, Tuesday, LA Haunted Hayride came out and released auditions. They're accepting auditions now to be a part of the LA Haunted Hayride 2020 event. And the auditions weren't open before. They just opened up yesterday.
Mhm.
And this is official information because even Midsummer Scream, the one of the world's biggest Halloween conventions has posted about it. So this is great news.
It's amazing,
Um,
honestly.
don't you? I think, at least me personally, I think that they could operate an outdoor haunt event way better than they could Horror Nights or like other events like that.
No, for sure. It's way easier to keep a social distance and make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing in an outdoor type of haunt
Hmm.
than a constricted event where it's basically you only have this amount of area that you can deal with.
Yeah, so I think that hayride could be happening, and you could actually. I wonder how they're going to do the hayride attraction this year because you guys sit in hay. So, like, are they just going to have hay bills between each person, because everyone piles up on that hayride? Or are they
Yeah,
going to make it similar to other hayrides where they actually just have hay bills in there? Hay bills, I don't know. And you just sit on them. Um, it's going to be interesting to see that. Nonetheless, I think that they can do it, though, for sure. It's an outdoor event. They can social distance a little bit more. And the
mm-hmm.
Griffith Park location that they're in, there's a lot of room over there for the hayride. So they can spread out a lot.
It's true. I'm still waiting to hear stuff from other events over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear from like the smaller haunts, like
Oh wait,
Petrified
didn't you?
Forest.
Would you send me the other day about an event happening this year?
Oh, hold on.
There was an event that a local haunt event in Orlando that announced that they're going to have a 2020 season.
Was it Petrified?
It's on Instagram DM.
Hold on. Give us a second. Horror Nights Unscripted listeners, we are doing some research.
Trying to find out what this event is, but we can confirm a haunt event for you guys this year.
Oh, Jesus. We talk a lot. Are we sure it was Instagram?
I'm sure. Let me go look. Yeah, here it is. The Sir Henry's Haunted Trail.
Oh, yeah.
So what is that?
I've never been, and I've always wanted to go.
Is it like in that area?
It's in Plant City, so it's a little bit out of way, but it's not too far. It's kind of near Tampa.
Okay. So they shared a video on Instagram that they are going to have a 2020 season. So there's a local haunt for you guys confirmed.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like a Petrified Forest. I want them to say something.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally down the road from where I am right now.
Okay.
Stuff like Hallow Scream, they haven't said a single word.
Okay, so yeah, I want to touch up a little bit on that because I don't think that Hollow Scream's gonna happen. Me personally.
I don't think so either.
What's the announcement season like for Hollow Scream?
They kind of just announced it all at once.
They do.
Yeah.
Around what time? Like when do you start finding out just general information for it?
I want to say it's usually last year they did stuff early because it was their 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say it was like July, August.
Okay.
So yeah, around that time frame is when they told you everything.
So maybe as we're filming this, it's July 1st, maybe we'll start to find out stuff. But I don't think Hollow Scream will happen this year.
They haven't even. I'm looking at their socials. They haven't said anything at all since last year.
And I really have no reasoning behind that other than just COVID and money. But I don't think that they're going to happen, which is unfortunate.
Mm-mm.
Especially the one in Williamsburg. Sorry, Eddie, but I don't think that.
Hope it happens for Eddie. That's like
because that's his like local haunt that he can access. So
yeah.
But
well, I mean, they're doing well over there.
Yeah, they are, huh?
Yeah, that's what Eddie tells us.
Yeah, well, that's what he says. So, we don't know if he's lying or not. But PSA before we get into anything: wear your mask because we need a haunt season this year, guys. Haunt season is everything to so many people, including myself and Losh. Haunt season is it's a year. It's like our birthday.
Exactly. Put it this way: if it wasn't for haunt season, me and Scott wouldn't be this close. Originally.
And I love my theme parks, I do. But there's just a whole different feel to haunt season.
Exactly.
You can't
explain. I love haunt season.
Yeah, you can't explain it unless you're a big fan of it. There's such a different feel to it. And opening night, like I said in last year's vlog, for Horror Nights opening night. I'm like, this is my favorite
Nothing
day.
compares to opening night.
Yeah.
It just feels so right. Everything feels amazing.
It doesn't even matter if the event's bad. It just opening night is just crazy. It's the adrenaline and the energy is just amazing. So,
Hmm.
um, back over to the West Coast, Not Scary Farm. Have you seen the updates on that?
I last I looked, there wasn't anything, correct?
Yeah, so that construction that has been recently released by the Entertainment Connection. I went out there, I'd say about 3 weeks ago to check out the Knott's Marketplace and City Walk, and I checked out Scary Farm construction, and it looked the same. And then Santa Clarita's drone video came out before that too, and it looked the same. And now Entertainment Connection went out there and checked it out, and the maze construction looks the exact same. So, um, when I was talking to my buddy Theme Park Access, he says that the majority of the employees are still on furlough for Knott's.
Mm.
So not even the like PR teams there, not even the social media teams there. They're the social media team just working from home, I think, but all of them are still furloughed. Like not even construction crews is in there. So that's scary. That is really scary for Not Scary for them.
Yeah.
As we know for Hornets, they've been working nonstop on both Nintendo World, Jurassic World's testing now. They're putting social distancing markers in. Hornets construction still going on, and Not Scared from has nothing.
Hmm.
um,
It's weird.
yeah, it is. It's sad to see because not even where we're supposed to have a new maze at, there's not even construction there at all. So, and Knott's announced last year that that maze location is getting replaced with a brand new maze, and there's nothing there. So it's a very scary, very not scary. You see what I did there?
Speaking of not scary, I'm not mistaken. I don't know if we talked about the fact that Mickey's Not So Scary got canceled.
Oh no, we didn't.
Yeah.
So Mickey's Not So Scary has been canceled, and how we touched up on this?
No, we
What was our last episode?
our last episode was
The spec map, right?
huh?
It was the spec map.
Yeah, the spec map. So
Okay,
we
yeah,
didn't talk
I
about
don't
it.
think we touched up on it.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so tell me why you think that Not Scary got canceled compared to an event like Horror Nights.
I feel like they're handling candy. You're giving candy to people,
Kids in specific too.
kids in specific. Like, there's a lot of touching that needs to happen in an event like that. Not touching, but like handing things to people.
Tons of touch points.
Exactly. So with all those touch points, they need to be sanitized consistently. Therefore, I don't think it's happening because it doesn't make sense for them to spend. Well, it would make sense, but I don't think they'd spend that much money on sanitizing for an event like that.
Yeah. And also, the difference between Not So Scary and an event like Horror Nights is Not So Scary has, with the Halloween parties, it's so directed towards entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not you don't really go there for the rides as much unless you like to have the short wait times. You go there for the entertainment, the new fireworks, the parade, the trick or treating,
Mm-hmm.
and so all that brings in big crowds. And as you guys know, a lot of these hard ticketed events at Disney always sell out. As Mickey's Not So Scary is one of those. And they had already sold the tickets. They've already sold most of the tickets. I had my tickets ready to go. Unfortunately, we're not going to go now because it got canceled. And they did say that they're going to be issuing refunds within the next couple of weeks of the announcement. And I did get my refund within a week and a half time. So make sure if you guys purchase your tickets that you're checking your bank account to make sure that you got the refund too. And if not, then you're going to have to call Disney, unfortunately. But it's sad to see it go because I wanted to experience it. And that just opens the question, what's the future of Oogie Boogie Bash down here in California? And
That's true.
I want to touch up on this because I think that Oogie Boogie Bash will still happen this year. The reason being is because we still go back to the whole ticket sale thing, you know. They sold the tickets already for Not So Scary. Oogie Boogie Bash, we have not started selling tickets at all. So not only can we limit capacity down to 50% since we haven't
Mm-hmm.
sold tickets, but we can also socially distance parades. And we don't have fireworks parades, World of Color.
They
Other
might add more nights as well.
Exactly. We can prepare for that, whereas Mickey's Not So Scary couldn't prepare for that because they already sold all the tickets. So I think that Oogie Boogie Bash could still be happening this year. I think it will get canceled? Probably. I'd say it's about a 60-40 chance that'll happen. 60 being the not gonna happen, 40 being it could happen. So there's my thoughts on that. But we'll shoot back over to the East Coast of Halloween Horror Nights and kind of wrap it up on a positive note.
All right. I
Also,
got something for you, positive wise.
go ahead.
They have internal applications for house attendants out.
And what was it like 3 weeks ago that auditions for scare actors went out?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys aren't familiar with what this is the house attendants that direct people through the maze or the house, and they also stand outside the house too, right?
Yeah, they stand outside the house before you come into like where the stand is or whatever that has the wait time. There's one there. There's one in front of the like facade.
Basically,
All that
people
stuff.
doing the dirty work that not a lot of people appreciate,
Exactly. They're
which
so
sucks.
underappreciated.
Yeah, they do have to deal with a lot.
Last year, I gave a house attendant my umbrella because it was
Really?
pouring rain, and they did not give this poor woman an umbrella.
Oh my God.
So I literally left my umbrella with her the whole event, and the whole night, and then I came back and got it at the end of the night, and I was like, "Thank you."
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can be a house attendant. You can if you work with inside the Universal company, you can apply to be a house attendant for Universal's Halloween Horror Nights 30 in Orlando. When did this go? It went out like 4 days ago, I think.
Yeah, about 4 to 5 days ago, more or less, if I'm not mistaken.
So it seems like Universal Orlando is in full swing to try and get the event up and running and get as many of the skeleton crew in as possible.
I don't think we're gonna have any external anything this year. I think it's all gonna be internal.
Really? You think that they can get enough?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If they're riding with the whole skeleton crew, I believe so. They just won't have that many reserves like they do every year. There's always a ton of reserves.
We'll see. That's going to be interesting because the pain that these characters go through and the tiredness and everything that they go through is a lot. So they always need those backups. I don't know. It's gonna be, they could go with internally. They have plenty of employees and plenty of employees who are interested in and working Halloween Horror Nights. So
Mhm.
they could, if they get enough, I'm sure they can do it. And then I'm sure if they can't get enough, then they'll open it up to external people for only a limited amount.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It's gonna be interesting to see how it is. Do I think that Horn? Okay, here's what I think will get canceled this year. And honestly, I'm just gonna say this off a realistic standpoint because COVID cases are spiking, and considering budget wise and everything, all that other stuff. For the West Coast, I think Halloween Horror Nights is happening. I think that the LA Haunted Hayride is happening. I think that Warner Brothers Horror Made Here is coming back and is happening. And I think that other haunts, other local haunts, could happen too. What I think is getting canceled and what has already gotten canceled: Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, Not Scary Farm. I don't think we're gonna have a Not Scary Farm this year, and I'm sorry to say it because even me, I love Not Scary Farm, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I'll leave it off to you, Losh, for the East Coast.
East Coast. I mean, I'm not someone with a ton of knowledge of all the haunts down here,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think Hollow Scream's gonna happen. Potentially, we'll have like the smaller haunts maybe happening. We already had Dark Horizon get canceled, so that's one off the list. Horror Nights, I'm pretty sure it's like a 99.9% chance of
Right.
happening.
And that's not just us being biased. Horror Nights seems like they want to get ready and go. Like they want to do the event no matter what. Like they put too
Mhm.
much into it.
Yeah, and it's the 30th anniversary for us on this coast at least.
Yeah,
So I don't see
exactly.
them if they push it back a year. I don't know how people feel about it.
The one
But
concerning thing for Hollywood, I guess, is the fact that we can only see visibly four mazes being under construction. But we'll have to wait and see when the next Santa Clarita drone video comes out to see if they are doing construction in that Jurassic World the ride location that I speculated on. But honestly, I think with both coasts, it is a big potential that we can only have Halloween Horror Nights this year as the one haunt.
yeah,
So it's going to be
Hor-
interesting.
Horror Nights
Um,
standing strong.
exactly. But with that being said, you guys need to wear your mask because I want a haunt season. I'm sure you want a haunt season, Losh.
Yeah.
we both want a haunt season. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to Orlando a second trip. I've completely forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
I'm
So for
going.
you guys that stay to the end, there's your surprise gift.
There you go. So you will see multiple content coverage from me on the first trip and on the second trip. So the first trip's going to be the second of opening of Horror Nights Orlando, and we're going on 2 nights to Horror Nights. And then on the October trip, I'm going 2 nights to Horror Nights again, but I'm going to Volcano Bay also. So not only will you guys get to see Volcano Bay, but you also get to see me back at Horror Nights 2 different times. So in total, hopefully, as long as the event runs and everything, I will be going to Orlando's Horror Nights 4 times this year. Didn't know that was going to happen at all. Flights are low right now, so I went ahead and booked everything for my October trip. I've had this stuff booked for the September trip, booked everything for the October trip, and now I'm going 4 nights to Orlando's Horror Nights. So that's going to be amazing to just look back and be like, wow, I went to Orlando's Horror Nights 4 times while going to Hollywood's like 10 times. That's usually around the average time that I go to Hollywood's Horror Nights is 10 times. So it's going to be cool if Horror Nights goes through and everything. And me and Losh obviously will be busting out content for you guys. And that'll be cool. Maybe because I'm getting an early flight, we should try to do like a Horror Nights Unscripted in your car. like or something like that, because we gotta have an episode where we're both together. And
Dude,
like
that'd be
obviously,
awesome.
I don't know the status of your Hollywood trip right now, but
Yeah, right now I don't know if it's gonna happen because
exactly. COVID.
my goal was to go to Queen Mary, Knott, and Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like only one of those is gonna happen.
Yeah, so I might have to push it back a year, sadly.
Yeah, so
but it's fine.
It'll be a while until Losh.
Or maybe I can go for our birthday.
That's true too.
Yeah.
It'll be a while before Losh can get out to my mini studio here and we can film one person to person. So I want to try. We're gonna try our best to get a person to person podcast out for you guys. A Horror Nights Unscripted. I'm flying super early, so maybe we can do it before the parks, but it's gonna be a tight squeeze. So we will let you know. Maybe me and Losh will do a mukbang or something. Chick-fil-A.
or we could just film a full day vlog.
A Horror Nights Unscripted mukbang, dude. It's so funny. But yeah, the vlogs will be there for us. Both you'll see content between us when we got there, obviously, because we do this collab podcast, but we're more than just virtual friends and co-hosts, you know. So it's next year I'm for sure gonna try to get out there more, and you'll see more of me and Losh together in person on camera. So
exactly,
you know how it is. That wraps it up for this episode, though. Any last thoughts, Losh?
Just 3 words to everyone out there: wear a mask.
Simple as that. Not really much harder than that. Just wear your mask. And if you're a blogger, don't be telling people, "Oh, don't wear your mask," because there's no point. Blah, 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 blah. Because I see so many of you doing that.
Some people don't deserve a platform.
They don't.
Sorry, I had to say it. Dislike me for saying it, but there's a lot of people that don't deserve a platform.
There's tons of people that don't deserve a platform. You're spreading the wrong message.
Exactly.
Be positive and help spread awareness about this virus and saving lives and also saving our theme parks too, because you guys realize
back at home have to remember that positivity is key. Okay.
Positivity is key. My name is Scott from SoCalExploring.
And I'm Adrian from LoshTV.
And we've been Horror Nights Unscripted. Like I said, you can find all of our socials down below. Losh is working on a big project for you guys. No, I'm not going to give it away, but just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out. That's all I'm saying. And also, we have some big stuff coming for Horror Nights Unscripted too. So, yeah, keep an eye on podcast platforms, on YouTube, wherever you're listening. That's just keep an eye out. Everything's down in the description of the YouTube version of the podcast. We'll see you guys in the next one. Positivity is key. And stay excellent, my dudes. Peace out, everybody.